Of course not. And the United States, whether we like it or not, we are part of this war.
Yeah.
Because if we don't show power, we are going to be next. In fact, this Hamas, Iran, Russia is aiming at the United States through Israel. So we all realize this problem. In fact, I would like to see more presence of the United States, more military presence.
Right.
I'm not talking about military action. There is a big difference
Right.
between having the presence that we are here, we are ready, and if you dare to launch a missile from Iran or from Hezbollah, we are going to hit you, and we're going to hit you very hard. So this, just waving the stick, I'm not saying to take part, could prevent us from a regional war,
Right.
could prevent us from World War III.
We are going straight to the news that's breaking at 9. Yemen's Houthis have joined the Israel-Palestine war. Houthis say they have launched a large number of drones and missiles towards Israel, adding that the attacks will continue until, quote-unquote, Israeli aggression does. This is the Houthi spokesperson Yahya Sarria.
With the help of God, our armed forces have launched a large barrage of ballistic and cruise missiles, as well as a significant number of drones at various targets of the Israeli army in the occupied territories.
Israel has warned of a possible hostile aircraft intrusion. It also said that a surface-to-surface missile was fired from an area of the Red Sea. In response, for the first time in this war, Israel has used its long-range Arrow air defense system. Israeli troops have also entered Hamas's vast network of tunnels in Gaza. As of 9 p.m. IST and 5:30 p.m. local time, Israel claims it has begun attacking Hamas operatives inside the tunnel. Here's the paradox. As Israeli defense forces zero in on their prime target, the tunnel, the war is expanding and pulling in more regional players. Where is this headed? And where is the end?
Saudi Arabia's military is on high alert after deadly clashes with Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels. I want to bring our reporter out of Riyadh, Sam Dagger, joins me on the program. Sam, a pleasure to have you. Walk us through what actually happened in Saudi Arabia. Why do we care when we're paying attention to the Israel-Hamas war?
Absolutely. Good morning to you and your viewers. Basically, I mean, before all of this, there was a tentative truce in place between Saudi Arabia and the Houthi rebels who are backed by Iran in neighboring Yemen. And Saudi Arabia was actually holding direct negotiations with the Houthis to forge a permanent ceasefire and end this war that started 8 years ago when Saudi Arabia went in to restore the internationally recognized government of Yemen that was ousted by the Houthis. And then obviously everything changed on October 7th when Hamas attacked Israel. You had the Houthi leader a few days later come out and make a speech in which he praised Hamas, identified himself as part of the so-called axis of resistance that's backed by Iran. These are different militia groups in the region that are backed by Iran, and said that he would do everything to help Hamas. He said all military options were being considered, particularly if the U.S. Steps in and supports Israel. And then on October 19th, the Houthis fired a barrage of cruise missiles and drones northward into the direction of Israel. And a lot of these were intercepted by a U.S. destroyer in the Red Sea, and one of these missiles was intercepted by Saudi defenses, but the Saudis did not disclose this. And then we had last week, the clashes in which 4 Saudi soldiers were killed.
Iran and Saudi Arabia have agreed to re-establish diplomatic relations and reopen embassies within 2 months after years of tensions. The surprise agreement was brokered by China, which hailed it as a victory for dialogue and peace. The restoration of ties offers hope for peace in Yemen, where Saudi Arabia has led a coalition against the Iranian-backed Houthis.
Because the Saudis and the Iranians have been embroiled in a rivalry that has taken on fractious components across the region. But, and this is a really important point, I think, it doesn't bring an end to all of the other points of conflict and division across the region. There are still local drivers of conflict in Lebanon, in Yemen, in Syria, and these will not be addressed by the broader diplomatic rapprochement between Riyadh and Tehran.
We hope that this new chapter will end the stalemate in relations of the last 7 years and lead to greater stability and safety in the region.